Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy, Kerry Williams, and welcome to another edition of Kerry's Corner. I want to talk to you today about something that I'm going to be very honest with you is quite disturbing to me. And it seems that we're living in a day and a time where we have so many fake and phony people, people who are pretenders. They're pretending to be someone that they absolutely are not. They're trying to be other individuals. They're trying to act like other individuals, have the things that other individuals have, and not having the qualifications nor the means to acquire these things. We're living in an age of social media where there are so many of you who have fake profiles. You are projecting images that are absolutely not true. You are not a boss. Let's start there. You're not a boss, you're an employee. You have the mind of an employee. You don't know how to be a boss. Stop calling yourself a boss when you're not. You're not trained to be a boss. You don't know how to manage people to be a boss. You don't have the wealth that you pretend to have. You're not living the lifestyle that you're pretending to have. You are absolutely not authentic. And I want to talk to you today about authenticity. Authenticity, being authentic, being absolutely who you really are. And that's what authenticity means. Let me read you just a quick definition because I'm going somewhere and you absolutely need to pay attention and share this video. And just to let you know, I have a YouTube channel now called Kerry Williams, or you go to Kerry's Corner and you can look on my IG page and follow the link. I got some stuff that's coming that I hope will challenge and change the lives and the mindset of so many people, because we are living in a time where the culture is so strong. It has so much influence over the lives of people that people have literally lost their self-identity. Let me read you this. Authenticity. What it means is this: being authentic means you act in ways that show your true self and how you feel. This is emotional intelligence in my mind. And it is, rather than showing people only a particular side of yourself, you express your whole self genuinely. I said genuinely. That means to succeed in being authentic, you first have to know your true self, or in other words, know who you really are. If we start there, number one, you cannot be authentic if you have not thoroughly examined who you are, whose you are, and why you are here. Those are basic questions that every human has to answer. And you cannot get your self-identity from other individuals. It is a time of self-reflection. It is a time where if you're going to find out who you really are and be authentic, you cannot look outwardly. You have to look inwardly. And when you look inwardly, I guarantee you it will cause you to look upwardly. How did you get here? Why are you here? And what are you supposed to do while you're here on planet Earth? When we deal with authenticity, one of the things that we're dealing with is what is a true original versus something that is a copy or a fake. And no one can ever beat you at being you. But the challenge and the question is, do you really know who you are? Have you allowed other people? Have you allowed society? Have you allowed people around you who don't know who you are to define who you are? And now you're trying to live up to something or to be someone that God never intended for you to be? Are you allowing social media, you go on the IG pages and trying to put together this profile of who you want to be, of who you desire to be, and you're so far from that, come on now, you can't even sleep at night because you know that when you look at yourself in the mirror, that is absolutely not who you have portrayed yourself to be when you go out in the public. People, it's time to wake up and to be authentic, to be true to yourself. Another part of being authentic is being able to be in touch or in tune with your feelings. There are so many of you who have buried your feelings. You've been hurt. You've been disappointed. Your life has not worked out the way that you wanted it to. And you have begun to suppress your feelings and your emotions. Your heart has been broke. Some of you don't even believe in love anymore, but yet you say you're looking for the perfect man. You're looking for the perfect woman. If they came into your life, you wouldn't know what to do with them if they showed up today because you don't even know who you are. So you would never be able to express your true self. And the person that they would fall in love with would be an absolute phony because you don't know who you are. One of the biggest crimes that's taken place and has been taking place in the United States of America and around the world is called theft or identity theft. People stealing other people's identity. And let's just be honest, whose identity have you stolen? Who are you portraying yourself to be and you're really not? Some of you are even living in the past. Yes, you used to be this. You used to be that, but you are no longer that. You're living the pipe dream. And it's time to wake up and find out and discover who you are. Getting in touch with your emotions. Evaluating yourself and not allowing society to move you and to persuade you into being something or someone that you absolutely are not. When you take the weave off, daughter, young lady, old lady, when you take the eyelashes off, when you take the girdle off, when you take the makeup off, who are you? Who are you? When you take the suit off, when you come out from the job and there's no title, who are you? In your quiet moments, do you really know who you are? Are you really authentic? Are you really in touch and in tune with your true self? And understand this, that when we deal with the human psychological makeup, don't be fooled. We are not good through and through. We're absolutely not. There are so many different aspects to our DNA and to our things that cause us to behave in certain ways. Some of that is learned behavior. Some of that is bad behavior. And some is authentic behavior. And I just want to challenge you today to discover and to take time to really sit down and self-evaluate who you are. Stop trying, as my mama used to say, stop trying to live up to the Joneses. Hang out with the Joneses, and the Joneses don't even like you. Stop trying to wear designer clothes that you cannot afford. Stop trying to live places that you cannot afford. Trying to be someone who you absolutely are not. I hope you're listening, because I'm telling you, I see something that is so disturbing in the state that I live, in the city that I live, and I know that it's very pervasive here, what we call people who are disingenuous. They are great pretenders. Let me tell you something. I don't care where you move to. You can move to Atlanta. You can move to Miami. You can move to Detroit. You can move to LA. But one thing I know for sure, that wherever you go, you take you with you. And if you don't know who you are in New York, you can come to Atlanta and you still don't know who you are. You can leave Atlanta and go to Texas and you still don't know who you are because you take you with you. And if you don't know who you are, and if you're not authentic where you are, then you take your unauthentic and fake self somewhere else, and all you do is start the pattern all over again. Conformity is running rapid. People are conforming to please people. They're conforming to fit in, and you're losing yourself in the process. It's time to wake up, folks. It's time to wake up. Who are you? I mean, who are you? Not what you do. I don't want to, no. Not what you do. I don't want to hear about your title. I don't want to hear about how much money you got in the bank. I don't want to hear about your credit score. I said, who are you? Who are you? What defines you as a woman? What defines you as a man? Who are you? What are you convicted about? Where are your morals? Where are your principles? Who are you? Who are you? It's time for self-examination, people. It's time to self-examine. I know we've had a rough, for some, rougher than others, past 4 years. But in the midst of all of that, have you been your authentic self is the question. And if you have not, why not? And it's not too late to discover who you are. They say that there was a gold rush many years ago. And everybody said that they were heading out west because they were finding gold. They were digging for gold. And we know the value of gold. But let me tell you something. I think one of the greatest discoveries that any man or woman will ever have in this life is when you discover who you are. Number two, when you discover whose you are. And why are you here? And you will never be able to answer those questions when you're living out a lie and being someone that you absolutely are not. Authenticity, people. Who are you? Be true to yourself. Discover who you are. And what that is going to challenge you to do is that you are going to have to pull yourself away from others who have defined or who you have allowed to define who you are. And you're going to have to get in a place where you can get in touch with yourself, with your emotions, and really dig and discover who you are. And when you step out into the world, know this, whether they like you or whether they don't, they're seeing who you really are. You're being authentic. And it doesn't mean that we're not working on ourselves. It doesn't mean that we are not constantly evolving and becoming more kind, more considerate, more loving. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is this. You need to find out who the core of you really is. And you need to have that as a foundation and a building block to move forward in this thing called life. You know how I do it. This your boy, Kerry Williams. Be authentic, people, and stop trying to be someone else because you shortchange who you are. No one can ever beat you at being you. Until the next time, it's Kerry's Corner. Peace.